Το πρόγραμμα είναι κατάλληλο για άνω των 8 ετών.
Hello. Today I'm going to comment on a video and actually debunk its content. It's called provocative documentary. Albanian reporter gets sarcastic with North Epirotan people. That's bullshit though. And you will actually see that gives Anatolian Anatoloroman bullshit in a second.
Εμείς τα εθνικά θέματα και πάλι
Yes.
ξανά εθνικιστική αλβανική κύκλη. Αυτή τη φορά.
No. It's not.
Επέλεξαν με ένα ντοκιμαντέρ να αλλοιώσουν τα ελληνικά στοιχεία στο μειονοτικό.
What the fuck are you talking about? She didn't go there. Okay, first of all, the reporter spews some bullshit that if she returns to ethnic issues, whatever, and there's some Albanian ethnicist or nationalist cyclists or bullshit or whatever that try to deteriorate the supposed Greekness of South Albania or whatever, or their people. First of all, that's not true at all. And those North Epirotians are majorly Albanian or Armenians who just LARP as Neogreek or Anatoloromans. Okay. And they're not actually Greek by descent and origin. There are some Slavic admixed Armenians or Albanians. Even the very, very few actually Neo-Greeks there or Anatoloromans, they're actually not really Greek. They're Slavoids. They're Slavic and Balkan admixed. And when they go to Greekistan, they cry. They cry because Greekistan is shit, and because the Mediterranean majority there discriminates against North New Greeks who are more Slavic and Proto-Balkan admixed. Majorly so. So, actually, North New Greeks, meaning genetically and phenotypically, are above Thessaly. Thessaly has Gypsoids, Anatolian Gypsoids. People who, with Anatolian, Western Asian, Mediterranean, Balkan, and so descent. And even Gypsy descent, yeah. Thessalians are not a great representative of Northern Neo-Greeks. Anyway, let's continue. What? Let's see if they actually get sarcastic, as the reporter says, with the citizens there, who LARP as New Greek. Okay. It says it took me too much time to beg for a little Albanian in Albania. Of course, the reporter asks something very reasonable for the nationally Albanian citizens, no matter the descent, to speak Albanian, because they exist in the country of Albania. So they must speak Albanian. This is very rational. I don't see any fucking problem here. I don't see any fucking sarcasm here, just a reasonable request. Yeah. Also, you need Albanian to survive in Albania. Otherwise, you can't survive there. Otherwise, you're just a parasite. Like the so-called North Epirotan Greeks, so-called Greeks there. They're parasites who just lives on the country and did its resources, okay? They shouldn't be there in the first place.
Με τίτλο «Τα χωριά της Αλβανίας», η δημοσιογράφος Νίσα Γκόλη επιχείρησε να ασκήσει ψυχολογική πίεση στους κατοίκους.
Psychological pressure. It writes psychological pressure of the citizens, inhabitants of Derbychanis. First of all, Derbych or whatever is a very Slavic name. It's not Albanian, and it's definitely not the Greek name. It's not a Greek language name at all. And the citizens there must be Aromanian. Okay, they're not Greek, they're just Aromanian dogs who LARP as Greek, the slaves of Greeks. No offense to ethnically assertive and dominant Aromanian people, but those submissive cats are dogs. The dogs of Gypsy Anatolia are no Greeks. They're dogs that need to be kicked around. So good for Albanians for kicking them around. It serves them well. Okay. The reporter here, the Albanian reporter, asks, why don't you speak no Albanian? It's a reasonable question, because the old woman is in Albania, so she must speak the language of the country there, not anything else. Must speak. Well, it should. She should. I don't see any fucking sarcasm. The Neogreek reporter here is accusing the Albanian reporter with the red hat that she's gets sarcastic with the elderly, but that's delusional. That's the delusionality of the Greek reporter, the Neo-Greek reporter. The Albanian reporter doesn't get sarcastic at all. She just asks if the people are friendly there. That's all she asks. Then she asks, the Albanian reporter asks, why don't you ever get to Greece, ever? Why you haven't then went to Greece? Because the old woman hasn't been to Greece, in Greekistan. She has no connections, actually. about the Neogreek culture. She thinks she lives in her own world. Yeah, the Albanian reporter asks a very logical question. Why don't you go to Greekistan and you are here? That's a very logical question to ask. Why the fuck you live in our country, she asks her, and you are here? But she asks her politely. She doesn't ask her offensively. Why don't you go to Greece?